What is up? It is a special night. It is WrestleMania 39, night one. We're going to be joined by some special guests and we're going to talk some wrestling shit. But first and foremost, I got to make sure I get all my shit together. I got to make sure that I get all my shit together. Hold on a second. Let me get this. I completely forgot. It was my fucking fault. I totally expected that it was going to be around 7. I thought the show started at 7:30, but apparently not. Apparently the pre-show is going on right now. So forgive me. I got my father in the other room coughing up a lung. Kids are blowing up things on Grand Theft Auto. I just cannot fucking win. All right, so I gotta make sure I got Jesse in here. I know Keith's standing by. Let's see. And it sucks because I sent everybody the fucking shit yesterday. Everybody's freaking out like, what are you doing? It's not today. Keith, Ross, who else? Stoddard's not going to fucking show up, but I'm going to send him an invite anyway. Derek's not going to show up because he's a dickhead. Jesse, there's Jesse. Let's see. Bring Jesse in here. So WrestleMania 39. We're also going to talk our predictions. We're going to talk favorite WrestleMania moments, stuff like that. And we're going to see what happens. Desmond. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to bother with. Whoever joins. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Keith Layman's terms. Keith Layman into the stream. What up, man?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Not too bad. Just setting up. I apologize. I thought the pre-show was going to be starting at 7, but apparently it's on right now. So we're going to get rocking and rolling.
I'm sorry.
Things going?
It's been doing good. Just a rough weekend. You know what I mean? You know how it is. So, but hang on. I just got back from dinner with my family. So that's not going anywhere. All right, cool.
All right.
We good?
See. Yep, I'm totally good.
Cool.
How's it going, man?
Good.
All right.
Good. How about you?
Not too bad, man. Just being a grown-up sucks. That's all.
True story.
So hopefully,
True story.
Dude, it's not fun at all. Got some other people piping in shortly. But other than that, man, WrestleMania 39. So why don't we just get started by talking some of our favorite WrestleMania memories from years past?
Sure. Do it.
I myself started with WrestleMania 4. So the great tournament, Macho Man Randy Savage defeating several like Ted DiBiase, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Butch Reed, one-man gang to become the undisputed world heavyweight champion. That's where I basically started. What about yourself?
First WrestleMania I went to my my father's friend's house. We saw WrestleMania, the one where it was all like Greco-Roman and Jerry the King Lawler and whoever was commentating were all dressed up like togas and everything.
Oh, WrestleMania 9, right?
9 and
okay,
yeah, and that's when
in Las Vegas,
and that's when Taker defeated Great Gonzalez.
Yeah,
the guy who couldn't wrestle
and
had a hard, and he couldn't work with him anymore.
I heard he was a nice guy, though. That's what I hear about a lot of those big guys that can't work. They're really nice guys.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to work with someone who can't move. You know what I mean? Who's just stiff as a board.
Yeah, I heard Undertaker had a lot of hatred towards the people that set that up. Like, why do I got to work with this guy, man?
Originally,
never forgave Bruce Pritchard for that.
He originally wanted to work with Yokozuna because he saw Yokozuna in the ring. He's talking to Vince like, dude, you gotta let me work with this cat because he was a big dude, right? But he moved like a cat. He was so agile. I was like, I really want to work with this guy. And Vince is like, oh, a good time. And here comes the Great Gonzalez. Like, motherfucker.
I think it was
No.
more the outfit that really did it in for me. Like, what the hell is this?
What is this shit? Why is he a shaved gorilla? What's with those nipples? Jesus Christ.
So like growing up as a kid, I didn't get all the hatred that I got for watching wrestling, but no, I get it. It's okay. I'll take a loss for that one.
Now, listen, we used to watch WrestleMania all the time. Like about 7 or 8 years ago, I was like every week I go to my buddy's house and watch Raw, and then WrestleMania we all go to my buddy's house, give him $10. It'd be like a Super Bowl almost, you know.
I didn't have any of those wrestling friends growing up. I mean, like nobody was into it. Like I had a birthday party. I forget what year it was, but it was the Undertaker. They still had Superstars of Wrestling, and the Undertaker had put the Ultimate Warrior in a casket. This was a Saturday. And it was my birthday. I had birthday guests over, and they're like, "What are you doing?" "We're watching wrestling."
We're watching wrestling.
House. But nobody was really down until like high school. I found people that watched it.
I remember that.
So it was kind of a downer.
It stings. The other WrestleMania.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
No. Like my dad, he had a friend that got all the pay-per-views on satellite, so he would either get me a tape or we'd go out there and watch the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. It was a great time to be a fan.
All the big ones. Yeah. The other WrestleMania memory I have is just watching. My favorite match was Taker and CM Punk.
Yes.
That was a good one. That was
a big memory for me too.
That was the one that
stole the show. The build-up was awesome. Right after Paul Bearer passed away. So CM Punk was like doing the whole thing with the ashes and whatnot. That was really good. Paul Heyman came out dressed. The heat, man. Now, how do you feel about the Taker's streak? Do you think that should have gone to somebody else, or are you okay with Brock Lesnar being the one to break it?
I guess I'm okay with it because I'm under the impression that Taker and Lesnar talked about it, so it's up to him. You know what I mean? Like I would have loved to see Punk do it. That would have been awesome. And you hear stories about he wanted to give it to Punk. He still likes him, and he's getting a lot of heat right now. Yeah, he's just hard to work with.
Let's see here. I don't see anybody else that I would really want to see defeat the Undertaker. I don't think it would have. I don't know. I think it worked out the way it did. It was total shock culture. In a minute, we're gonna bring in another Keith. Taco Mania. Keith Hurley, what's up, dude?
What up?
We're talking WrestleMania moments of history's past. What are some of your favorite WrestleMania moments from back in the day?
Wow, I wasn't prepared for that.
Get your shit together, man. Where did you start? When did you start watching wrestling?
Eat your Snickers.
Attitude Era.
Okay.
Yeah. So, fuck.
Well, who were some of your favorite wrestlers in the Attitude Era?
Kane, number one. Kane.
All right. Yeah. Good old Glenn Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard you were talking about ending Taker's streak when I was popping in there. I really hoped it was going to be Kane.
Yeah.
It would have been a good one. I could have ran with that storyline.
I was really hoping eventually, Undertaker went longer than I ever thought he was going to.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to hand the whole mantle to Kane because that would have made sense.
I guess at least it wasn't somebody like Austin Theory or John Cena or I don't know. I like the match at WrestleMania 23 with Batista. Shawn Michaels wouldn't have worked. I don't think Triple H would have worked.
No.
Who knows?
Because then you expect it because Triple H is so up there. He married the boss's daughter. He executes a lot of the behind the scenes and everything like that. So it's say if Triple H did it, it's like, oh, of course Triple H would do it. It had to be someone you least expected.
Right.
I know the only reason like they went with Lesnar is, I mean, that wasn't the plan that night.
Yeah.
Is because of that concussion mid-match.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He got him hard. He beat the shit out of him, you know?
So I know that wasn't the plan, but they had to roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you said the Attitude Era. I'm trying to think of like what WrestleMania moments that entailed. I know. Let's see. We had Gangrel.
I mean, I'm fucking old. It's hard to remember like which pay-per-views were which. Like,
It all mooshes together.
Like I remember the Undertaker coming back like as the biker taker, but
yeah.
I feel that was Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. So
I'm not as good of a historian. I know like the old school stuff that I grew up with because I watched those tapes over and over again, back to back. When everybody else was going outside playing with GI Joes, I was watching Hulk slam Andre. I was watching Randy Savage and Hogan getting at each other's throats. Saturday night's main event. That was my shit.
That was always cool.
And I always felt like wrestling back then, you had more time to build up a storyline and like wait it out. Because you didn't have a pay-per-view every month. You had the big 5. And you had to wait till the next week on Superstars to see what Hogan was going to say next, and then what Macho Man was going to do, and then who was going to pop up out of nowhere. So yeah, that was my time to be a wrestling fan. Attitude Era, man. So that's Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane, DX,
Mankind.
Who's got a fire truck going by? Is that me? I always freak out. My dad's fine. He's not cooking anything. Okay. Legit. When I'm at work, I freak out because he's here by himself. Don't burn the fucking house down, man. Please don't burn my house down. Let's see. What are some, I guess, memorable storylines you guys remember?
You want to go first, Keith?
Shit. Some of the most memorable ones are the ones that kind of dealt with like real life. Like I really enjoyed like the Matt Hardy Edge feud.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. I don't know if I'd be comfortable being the boss or like,
Didn't that end it in WrestleMania?
I think maybe. It I'm sure it ended at some pay-per-view. I don't remember which one. That was years ago.
I don't remember. I don't think it was a WrestleMania moment. I'm not positive though.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't want to be responsible for booking that shit if something went awry. Matt Hardy and Edge said that they could work together, but like you never know. I was waiting for Matt Hardy to like throw a couple of stiff shots in there.
Yeah, just
rightfully so. I mean, damn.
Holy shit.
I will have to say that I think that in the end of the Attitude Era, Edge ended up being Mr. WrestleMania by the end.
Yeah, he's definitely coming to his own, at that point in time. The Rated R Superstar doing all that crazy shit with Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Who were some of the other opponents that he had in that period?
Taker, Triple H,
Undertaker.
Taker.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a feud with Jericho?
Yep.
Ooh. See, a lot of that stuff's a blur for me, so
me too.
Getting old sucks.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's see. Storylines for me, I guess. Anything with Hogan, basically. The Andre the Giant stare down. There was a moment, Saturday night's main event. I think it was '88. He had just beaten King Kong Bundy. He was taunting Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant stepped over the rope and started choking the ever-living shit out of him. And it took like 20 guys from the back, like the Rockers, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, to try and pull Andre off of this guy, and it was such a scary moment because Hulk Hogan's everybody's dude, the superhero,
Yeah.
And then watching the Undertaker tombstone pile drive Hulk Hogan and then take his title at Survivor Series 91, man, you never thought you'd see somebody defeat Hulk Hogan, but here it is right then and there. Right
to be the man, you gotta beat the man. That's it.
Right.
That's what he said.
What about you, Keith? What do you got for your favorite memories, storylines?
Shit, I gotta say that it was on the tip of my tongue too. Too much food. I gotta say, like anything with Mankind, Mick Foley, he was my guy. He was my guy in ECW. You know, anything with Jericho, you know, or the Dudleys. You know, they're always good storylines. Shit.
Oh yeah, the freaking ladder matches.
The ladder matches were awesome, but they were
Ooh.
also, but that wasn't even WrestleMania. That was just like tables, ladders, and chairs. That was it. Still great feuds though.
No,
Right.
they created that
ever-
pay-per-view because of them.
because of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
know.
that was at least one of those was a WrestleMania.
Oh, Mickey James and Trish Stratus. That was a good one.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
I tried so hard.
I remember that match at WrestleMania. That was fucking awesome. How the tables have turned and everyone was voting for Mickey, and Trish is just like, you know what? I'll drop the belt to you. She did this one move, and I'll never forget it. And she literally fingered her crotch and licked it. The whole crowd just popped for her. Okay,
I
so
tried
she won the
so
title.
hard to get.
She went into the back and talked to whoever was in charge of the match. Like, how was that? Like, you can't ever do that again. She's like, fuck.
I tried so hard to get a screen capture and get an 8x10 of that sign when I met Mickey James, but
I still like Mickey James.
She's in Impact right now, right?
Is she really?
Yeah, she is.
I believe so.
Women's champion.
I don't even know what channel that shit's on anymore. Like I used to watch it when it was on TNN, you know, when I was on a regular cable station, but now it's just out there. So I get all my results and all my info off of just Facebook posts.
The Country Channel?
Yeah, back when it was still a Country Channel. It was like merging. I think this was shortly, it was after ECW was gone, which that still blows my mind that they were on TV. But then TNA, Impact, whatever the hell they were called, that eventually popped up, took its spot.
Mm-hmm. There's a girl that I want to watch on Impact, but I don't have basic cable. It's Rosemary. Do you guys know this girl?
Yeah, she's like one of the face painted chicks, right?
She's a goth chick, and she has like this skull right here. She's a really good worker.
Yeah.
You know, and she's always in character, no matter what. Like if you met her at a table, she'd still be in character.
That's the problem with like wrestling that isn't WWE or I guess now AEW is like you got a lot of this talent, but you're not able to see it because it's not in a mainstream capacity.
Exactly. You know, like ECW back in the day. I'm talking like back in '95. I'm from South Jersey, okay? And it was on cable access, a Philly station, okay? On Tuesdays. That's how I saw ECW. You wouldn't believe all the fucking matches that happened on TV, okay?
Yeah.
Barbed wire matches, fucking explosions, girls dancing on stage topless. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Not that I was complaining back in the day. You know, 15-year-old Keith Layman had some moments, man. You know? But
I remember the first time I got into ECW. I think it was Barely Legal or WrestlePalooza or something that just happened to pop up on. Well, we got Comcast here, so yeah, it popped up as an advertisement. Ordered it. It was like $20, and I'm just like mind blown because like holy shit, that used to be Avatar or Leaf Cassidy, now known as Al Snow, or Skip, Chris Candido.
Yeah. Who's
Shane
your favorite
Douglas.
ECWer?
Me, old school. Who?
Oh, there's so much talent right there.
Yeah, I loved. Man, that's hard to say because I loved watching guys like Chris Candido and Lance Storm work.
Uh-huh.
I love personalities like Spike Dudley. I love seeing the big guys like Bam Bam Bigelow, and then guys that I've never heard of like Taz and who else was I thinking? Sabu just coming out of nowhere. The Dudley Boys, you know, there was something for everybody. I feel like I don't think I had one favorite. I liked watching it all. Even the guys I hated, I liked watching them. It was something different.
My dude was just incredible.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, old
Nice.
school. PJ
Nice.
Walker, Aldo Montoya. Man,
Montoya.
I'm so glad a lot of those guys had a chance to shine.
Absolutely.
You know, after leaving
Oh, yeah.
WWE and moving.
Well,
on.
just incredible ended up being a waiter at like Olive Garden at some point.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's rough, man.
Well,
Oh,
I think Shane Douglas was also like a manager at a Target.
was he really?
Yeah.
Shit, the franchise Shane Douglas. He was fucking jacked back in the day.
Oh hell yeah! I remember
He
the
would've-
first time I saw like a promo. I'm like, who's that?
He
Like
was
Shane Douglas?
He was fucking jacked. He would have gave Triple H a run for his fucking money, dude. If they would have signed him, you know, he did the triple threat with Bam Bam Bigelow, and I think it was Chris Candido. I think.
Chris Candido.
Shane Douglas did have a run
That was a
in
good
WWE
team. They had Francine.
like-
They had
before
He-
ECW.
He did, but it was like some stupid character.
Yeah,
You know, he wasn't jacked. Like if he
shit,
was fucking
technology's
jacked,
not
you know,
working with us.
he would have stayed longer. But you know, I was always Cactus Jack, Chris Jericho, the Dudleys.
Yeah, we're still here.
Um,
Stupid Wi-Fi or whatever. Comcast, get your shit together.
a lot of those guys, like you were not disappointed by any matches. Raven was cool. Dancing Stevie Richards, the Blue Meanie, you know, all those guys.
That Raven was Johnny Polo. I'm like, no way.
Was he really?
Yeah,
I
and
don't
he was,
know who Johnny Polo is.
He used to manage the Quebecers. This was like 93, 94-ish. He didn't last very long. I think he also did some commentary on WWF. But he still had the slick, greasy, curly hair. He just wasn't very active. He would get knocked down a little bit in some matches, interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really came through as Raven, man. That's I don't think let's see, Rhino. There's so many guys. New Jack, I wouldn't fuck with him. I wouldn't want to book a match with New Jack. I don't care.
You could not, dude.
You
When
couldn't pay me
fucking
enough
New
money.
Jack came in the ring, man, you fucking left. Like fuck it, I don't give a shit. Please don't hurt me.
if New Jack was still around, New Jack or Nick Gage?
Ooh. They'd kill each other.
They
It
would.
would be the final death match. I think whoever booked that would get thrown the fuck off a cable or shut down immediately after that. I don't know. I've never really seen either one of them.
Both of them
really
would get
do.
pissed off and be like, "Oh, yeah, you trying to kill me?"
Yeah. I don't know. I've heard too many bad stories about New Jack, and like Nick Gage is just fuck. Oh man. Like the celebrity story with David Arquette and Nick Gage. But then you have New Jack and all these assholes that wronged him that he got back, you know, throwing that asshole off the scaffolding. The guy, he's one of the several guys he almost stabbed to death. I don't know. I don't know.
There's a WrestleMania match.
Oh man,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Either one of you guys watched Stranglemania before?
No,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds bad.
Okay, so this is
What
how
is it?
this is how you've heard of the Insane Clown Posse, right?
Yes.
This is how I got introduced to them. A buddy of mine had said, because this was around the time when Mick Foley came, he was Mankind, but
Cactus Sack.
Exactly. They had revealed him. He was formerly known as Cactus Jack in WCW. And I'm like, holy shit, that's where I know him from. And they started showing clips of matches that he had over in Japan with the barbed wire and the C4 and such. And my buddy comes up and he tells me, I got a tape of these matches. Would you be interested in checking it out? I'm like, yeah. It's called Stranglemania. And I'm like, what's Stranglemania? And it's hosted by ICP. I'm like, who's ICP? And he starts to tell me, I'm like, this sounds really dumb. But ICP is basically taking these matches that they ripped from the internet, and they're doing their own comedic commentary over it. It's actually quite hilarious, but they changed names. Like Cactus Jack is known as Cactus Sack. Terry Funk is Terry Flunk. They have several other guys like the Mushroom Boys, Lama Nama Nui, just ridiculous names. And it's probably one of the most vicious, violent. I mean, this is before Nick Gage and XPW and some of that more hardcore stuff. So if you're inclined, check it out. There's clips of it on YouTube. Funny as hell. But yeah, Terry Funk and Cactus Jack in the finals of the Super Deathmatch tournament in Japan.
King of the Death Matches.
Unreal.
If you haven't listened to Mick Foley's podcast, you should listen to the episode where he talks about those matches over there.
Foley's pod, yes. I've read the book several times, like him coming home from that trip and his wife asking, like, were you sitting by somebody who's smoking? What the hell is that smell?
Me.
It's me.
Yeah.
Crazy. So like I spoke to Keith Hurley here earlier, way back a couple weeks ago, about Mick Foley basically introducing this hardcore style, doing like throwing people off of cages and the chair shots and such, and coming up with like side by side, like, do you feel that it became a thirst for the fans of that hardcore wrestling? And do you think that was instrumental in shortening a lot of the careers because Mick Foley did it? Now that's what everybody else wants to see. So we got to do more of that shit. You know, we got to introduce TLC. We got to do the Hell in the Cell. We got to do the Elimination Chamber. You know, do you feel like Mick Foley was instrumental in all these crazy ass stunts that we're seeing on TV now?
I believe so. I think he was the innovator. You know, I mean, him and Vince signed a lot of the ECW guys, Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, I think Sabu at one time. You know, those guys just lived for that kind of matches, you know. So, yeah, I would say so because it was taking a turn. I mean, it was going this way. You know what I mean? Like the traditional matches, okay, that's in one section all by itself. But then you have hardcore. You have a guy wrapping himself in barbed wire and, you know, literally pile driving another guy. You know, shit like that. You know, and so yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Keith, what say you?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I was listening to Mick Foley just the other day, and he was talking about his time before the death matches in ECW, about how he was chastised about taking the stupid bumps onto the concrete, and they're like, if you keep making, like, if all you do is these sick bumps, you know, what's next to excite the people? You gotta dial it back in to make those bumps like the thing.
Yeah.
Your whole career can't just be all those bumps. And well, the only thing he could do is just keep dialing it up.
It's wild.
He really beat the shit out of himself. If you look on back of the dust cover of his book, it labels all of his injuries. It's just like, holy fuck.
Yeah. And that book came out in what, 2001, 99, something like that?
99, 2000.
So that wasn't even his whole career. He still had lots of stuff that he'd done in himself.
Yep.
But it's a good read. It's one of the few books that I've read multiple times.
Well, I think it really has led to a lot of the stupid things that we're seeing, especially like in AEW, like all like the stupid bumps onto all the chairs, like every match. And
yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like, you know, Mick Foley did this stuff to try and put a memory in somebody's head, you know, get some eyes on their product. I don't think he intended to make it a regular thing, you know, and that's what everybody sees at home. Like, oh, that's what I got to do to become famous and stand out. And now it's become like the norm, chair shots and ridiculous flips and flippity floppity floobs off the fucking ladder and all this nonsense. That's why
John
AEW,
Moxley bleeding every match.
Jeez, tired of John Moxley. So layman's terms, man. How do you feel about the AEW product as a whole right now? Have you watched any of it?
No, like I follow Jericho and I follow a couple other guys, and what I see, I do like it. I
Okay.
mean, but I listen to Jericho, and he had on Mark Henry and Moxley and all those guys who jumped ship from WWE to AEW, and they say it's just like a weight off their shoulders has been lifted, and they can move forward and have fun and do what they want to do creatively because WWE they write scripts for you. Like, here, you're gonna do this. Like, I don't want to do that.
Right.
Some 18-year-old punk kid who doesn't know shit about the real world. And I don't even know if Mick Foley's son, Dewey Foley, I don't even is he a writer on WWE or no?
I think he did have some. I don't
Yes.
remember right off.
Yes, he's in creative.
Okay.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay. So it's just like some punk kids telling you, oh, you should talk about whatever. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do. So it's just like I think it's more. It's something different. Plus, you get like people you haven't heard before, like Hangman Page, or what are the other guys that they have?
Kenny Omega, the Bucks.
Kenny Omega, the Bucks. And then you had shit. What I was what's his face? Owens. No, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Was he? No, he went straight to WWE.
He's still in WWE.
I'm thinking ROH.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, a lot of those guys are. Tony Khan also bought the rights and video catalog of Ring of Honor. Okay. So they've brought guys like Claudio Castagnoli, better known as Cesaro. They got Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan. I saw him in Philly. I went to a taping of ROH. I saw him when he was Bryan Daniels, and he was called the American Dragon.
Mm-hmm. So
I saw a lot of that early shit. I saw Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn when he was El Generico.
Oh, yeah.
So there was some good matches. There was some good heat back then. Austin Aries. Dude, Austin Aries is
I haven't
underrated.
seen him in forever either.
He's probably working at a Walmart.
Could be. I remember seeing him on Impact, and then he just kind of sort of disappeared.
Dude, he was fucking.
He's been branching out into like reality TV. He's been on Big Brother.
Oh shit!
And he was on Survivor once.
Really?
See, I need to go.
He was great on the mic, man. He was a really good mic worker.
He got booted off Survivor really quickly because he's a big ass guy, and they're like, wow, well, we don't trust him.
He's a vegan. He doesn't like real cheese. He's not that big. All right, so fuck it, man. Let's AEW. I hope that they finally get the stick out of there. There's a lot of great talent over there, a lot of names. I just feel like the roster is just too big and they're not doing enough with them. Like, I like a lot of the people that are over there, but it's like if you have 100 people and you only have so much TV time. I haven't seen a whole lot come out of the Ring of Honor. They need a TV deal. They need to do something physical with that. So until then, I don't know.
It's not going to change until someone like that Tony Khan trusts, like, tells them, hey, you can't do everything yourself. Like, you're a terrible booker.
Yeah. He's a young kid, though, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ish.
So let's see. Keith Layman, are you familiar with Danhausen at all?
No, who's he?
Oh, he's a character, dude. Yeah, he's a character. Look him up on YouTube. I got schooled this last year. He's a trip. But Del Taco, I want to ask you your opinion because you're the one that told me about Danhausen. How long do you think that this character can last in the world of professional wrestling before he has got to try something else?
The way that he can be booked in AEW right now, he can ride it out for a long time. He's only hitting a few matches, he sells the fucking merchandise. You know, that's what his character. I mean, that's what his character does. That's why he got signed. But if he ever wants
he's
to,
entertaining. You know, I love watching him. Yeah.
every match he's getting better in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, because he can wrestle. Like, I've seen matches where he's actually wrestled, and he can wrestle his ass off.
If he ever wants to,
I'm just more like,
I don't know. If he ever wants to be successful, he's gonna have to go to NXT and let some people build him up.
this internet sucks. Fuck you, Comcast. Eat a Snickers, get your shit together. So laggy. This is why I don't play games online.
No.
All right. Well, screw it. Before we get too far gone, I'm going to go ahead and go through the match list, and we're going to get our predictions.
Okay.
Let's start with the worst of the worst. The four-way tag. We got Braun Strowman and Ricochet taking on the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders.
Okay,
Keith Layman, who do you pick in this bout?
I got Ricochet.
Keith Hurley, what says you?
Don't care.
My thoughts exactly. I don't care. I haven't followed any of these cats.
It doesn't matter who wins. It doesn't put anyone over.
I don't know what story they have going on or anything.
There is zero story. Zero.
They just kind of like haphazardly threw them together, huh?
You ate my sandwich. Go.
Yeah, it's
God.
we needed a match because Bray Wyatt was being Bray Wyatt.
Keith Layman, what do you think about the Bray Wyatt situation right now? Are you
What's going on with Bray Wyatt?
All right, so he came back after a long hiatus, and everybody was super excited to see him. He started saying like, "Oh, there's an Uncle Howdy out in the mist," and everybody thought it was like, okay, that's another personality, kind of like he did the Fiend thing.
Yeah.
There's another person playing this Uncle Howdy. Got involved in this match with
LA Knight.
LA Knight. Thank you, Keith.
Yep.
And just the story hasn't gone anywhere. It's just like
Sounds
long,
stupid.
It's drawn out. It's just not going anywhere.
Sounds
I'm to the point where like this is what I was saying like earlier about feeling Jim Cornette's feelings on the wrestling product as a whole. Like, this is stupid. Just do something already.
Did you hear the episode where Corny got a nugget from an insider?
Oh yeah, he was talking about
Bray walked because they wanted to bring back the Fiend.
Yeah, and he didn't want to do that. And then they wanted to Bray wanted to work with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar didn't want to work with him, and that's why he's doing the match with Omos.
Yep.
See, Bray was one of the few that I still had hope in. I'm like, all right, I'll sit it out. I'll wait for this long, drawn-out storyline to produce something entertaining. And it hasn't. He's off. He skipped out on the WWE or whatever he's doing. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
That sounds
Sorry,
so
Bray.
stupid.
I love you, man, but I can't do it anymore.
And he was a talent.
Yeah, he's a creative-minded guy, but like just I don't see his vision right now. And I don't want to invest any more time in it at all.
What's up?
This one will take upstairs.
Okay, thank you.
Next match, we got John Cena and Austin Theory. Keith Layman, who do you got in this match?
Austin Theory. I'm not a fan of Cena. I don't even know who Austin Theory is.
They wanted to push him so bad. They were like he was like the gold, like they did with Drew McIntyre. He was the golden child, and then they dropped the ball. Something happened, and now they're trying to build him back up with this John Cena match.
He was Vince's boy, and then Vince got busted.
And
Triple H knocked him down a peg.
Yep.
I don't care about this match either. Like, no matter who wins or loses, I still have the same opinion about Cena. And I don't really see. I mean, I guess I could see this building up Austin Theory, but to what end? Are they going to try and rehash what they were doing, like continue the story that they were going for before Vince got busted, or what? We'll wait and see. I'm not impressed by this card thus far.
I
Yeah.
feel like Theory's
Let's
going to
go
win.
with
I'd rather
the
see
Becky
Cena.
Lynch. Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's still on the short match to match contract, right? Like he's
Yeah.
not in a long term capacity.
Cena probably won't win. I'd like to see Cena win and do a long program with Theory and
try to build them up.
Correctly.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair.
But
See that.
I don't see Cena winning because he's a movie star.
Yeah, I can see that too. That's what I'm like. All right, they're probably gonna make Theory go over, but like I just want to see them. I want to see this turn into something. I don't want to just see them. They drop the ball too much. They get the steam, they get going. It seems like it's promising, and then they drop the ball somewhere, and it's just they start all over again.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Dragon Buddy's saying, "What's up? Nice to see you,
DB?
man."
What
Let's
up?
see here. Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita taking on Damage Control, which consists of Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. I believe that Becky Lynch and Lita and Trish are going to go over.
I think you're right.
I think
What
so
says
too.
you
I
guys?
think they're just gonna totally dismantle, demolish those girls, and that's gonna put Bailey solo, which is what needs to happen.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's back, and her she came back from, was a neck injury that she had last year or the year before last.
She needs to come back as a face.
Think so?
She's better as a face than a heel.
I agree. I think she struggles to be a heel because everybody loves her. She's so lovable. My oldest daughter Lena is a big fan of Bailey, and she hates it when I call her Evil Bailey. I'm like, that's what she is.
Bailey.
She's a bad guy. She's a bad guy. Deal with it. What about you, Keith? What do you say in this match?
I gotta say Trish Stratus and Lita because they're gonna be the favorites. So it's going to be a squash match.
Are they the tag team champs right now?
Yep.
Are they?
Becky and Lita.
Okay.
You think that Lita's ready to work again?
So they're definitely dropping those titles eventually.
I think Lita's more willing to work than Trish is right now.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say with a lot of the legends, like what their schedule. Everybody wants like a.
How old's Lita?
Doesn't matter. They both look really good still.
They still look great. Trish Stratus still looks awesome.
The last time Lita came back, she wanted to work a longer program than what they gave her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe this program is her trying to get that last thing in so she could win her last
fucking
title.
Windows 98. Telling you, that sucks. Anyway, technology in general sucks. You go to the gas station and it declines your card even though you have money on it. It's just technology is going to kill us all. It's going to be like the rise of the robots. But yeah, I'm glad to see Lita back. I'm glad. I spoke to her before about the women's division. I think I briefly talked to El Taco about this. She was supposed to have a longer program with China back in the day. They were supposed to have like a best of 3, and they did the one match. I think they may have done a second match, and then they just completely abandoned it after, before they had a chance to do the third match. So their story was like open ended. And that's kind of how I feel like the women's division, no matter what company it is, they get some steam, they have some good talent in there, but then they drop the ball, and you're just like, I just kind of feel like they get dicked, They can tell their stories, they have awesome matches, Trish Stratus, I'm still blown away that she came in as like a valet for Test and Albert. And then she branched out into
It's getting windy out there. I know, right?
The women's champion. She's Hall of Famer. She's doing good. You know,
No.
so it's kind of a bummer
I saw it
to
was
always
canceled.
see this with the women's division, how they always get dicked. Even Impact had a great women's division. I don't know what the state of it now. AEW, they have names over there. I just don't see a whole lot happening. So
Well, they only make like one or two of them dominant, like
yeah,
Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
fair. Nia Jax. What about Nia Jax? She came back at the Royal Rumble as entry number 30. You guys have any opinions about Nia Jax?
Hater.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, my hole.
All right, we're being joined by fourth party. This is Jesse from SE Rocks. What up, dude?
What up, man?
What's up, Jesse?
Not a whole lot. We're in the middle. We're talking about the WrestleMania card as of right now. We're talking about Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita versus Damage Control. Who you got?
What?
Technology sucks. I hate doing podcasts. Technology sucks.
Where's my
So
phone?
who do you got, Jesse? Uh-oh. I think Jesse's bailing. Holy shit. It's a shit show in here. Let's see. So who do you guys got for Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus and Lita and versus Damage Control?
Becky Lynch and Stratus. Stratus turns heel.
Yeah. How do you feel about the women's division as a whole right now? Are you enjoying like what they're doing? Like not even WWE, like all as a whole, like AEW, Impact.
I'm not a fan of any of it. I like Impact's women's division, but as far as the rest of it, AEW really shit the bed, I think.
Yeah.
AEW's got like two good girls.
What do you feel? Who are the two girls in AEW?
Even though she hasn't wrestled in a while, Britt Baker, I think, is a real star.
I can agree with Britt Baker.
And I'm having a complete meltdown right now. I guess.
All right, so SE Rocks, man.
Yeah, Cargo.
How do you feel about how do you feel about the AEW roster right now? I mean, they've got a lot of good names over there, but they don't really seem to be doing a whole lot with them.
It's way too stacked. There's too many people.
Yeah. You think it was something where Tony Khan just wanted to have these names so that Vince didn't have them anymore?
I don't know if it was that, man. I think Khan's just like a straight wrestling fan. So when he's seen somebody that he liked, he wanted them.
Yeah.
But now he has too many and he doesn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer for the wrestling fans because we want to see these names. They don't have a whole lot of time or, space to do anything with them. So they're just kind of going to waste.
Do you watch Rampage or Dark or anything at all?
I catch everything on Facebook. I don't have cable. I'm not going to get cable to watch John Moxley cut himself again and again.
Yeah, you're not missing much of that, really.
Man. Let's see. Let's move up the card. We got we did the 4-way. What about Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair? Jesse, who you got in this match?
I want to say Ripley because I think if they don't go with Ripley, it's a huge mistake. But
what up, Lid?
What up? Sorry, I'm late.
All right, we're talking about. No, you're good, man. We're just moseying along, man. Who do you got for Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley?
I'm going with Rhea Ripley this time.
That's what I'm saying. Rhea Ripley's my girl.
Yep, Charlotte got it before, man. It's Rhea's time.
She kicked ass at that Royal Rumble this year, so I'm waiting to see her dominate. Go through, fold her up, take that belt.
Yep.
Keith Hurley, who you got, man?
After this?
Oh, definitely Rhea. I hate Charlotte Flair. All her shit's been handed to her. Basically, I'm tired of seeing her face.
Keith Layman, who you got, man?
Ripley. I don't like
All
Charlotte
right.
Flair.
It seems like across the board, Rhea Ripley's going to dominate tonight.
The only reason why she's in professional wrestling because her brother's dead.
Ooh, snap.
I
True
mean,
story.
I like that.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Let's see. We got the Usos taking on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Lid, who you got in this match?
Ooh, oh man, I'm gonna have to. The bloodline.
Think so?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Jesse, who you got, man?
I got Zane Owens.
El Taco, who you got, man?
It's definitely Sammy and what's his nuts. The bloodline is done tonight.
Keith Layman, who you got in this match?
Sam and Zayn.
Oh,
Kid
shit,
Zayn
it's
and
freezing again.
Owens.
God damn, Tom.
Same as
Yep.
All right. We are divided. I'm somebody that always looks for that swerve. I kind of think, I don't know, man. I kind of expect Sami Zayn to turn just because that's everybody's expecting the wholesome, the reunion of the two guys.
I think one of the Usos is going to turn.
Think so?
Yes. Yes.
Which one? Which one? Jimmy or Jay? Can you tell them?
I'm going to say Jimmy just because of what happened on, I think, Raw this week. It was Raw or SmackDown.
Fair enough. I can say I definitely say there's definitely dissension in the bloodline. One of those, I almost feel like Solo wants to turn.
Yeah,
I don't feel like there's been a whole lot of attention on him.
Right.
He's like he's looked at as the what do you call it? The innovator
Muscle.
The muscle. Thank you, Keith.
Yeah.
The muscle. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then we got Logan Paul and Seth freaking Rollins. Lid, who you got in this match, man?
Come on, man. Logan Paul don't have a man.
I will say Logan Paul has been doing pretty good. Like out of all the celebrities, he's been doing really good.
He has a lot of talent, but come on, man. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
All right, fair enough. He did get knocked out twice, so I'm looking for his comeuppance.
Yep.
Let's see. Jesse, who you got, man?
I'm going to take Rollins, but there's going to be some kind of schmaz. Somebody's going to come out. There's going to be something that happens.
I agree with that.
I think, because I think, what was that? Not Beth Phoenix. Who's his wife? Becky Lynch is going to come through? Maybe. If there's some kind of schmaz, could it be Jake Paul coming out?
Yeah, Jake Paul probably. I didn't even think of that.
Keith Hurley, who you got, dude?
I'm gonna say Logan Paul just because I really want him to mess up Rollins because I'm tired of that nanny voice going on right now.
What up, layman's terms? Who you got for the Seth Rollins Logan Paul match?
I'll say Logan Paul.
Fair.
Both
my kids are just like Logan Paul fanatics, so they're rooting for him. I'm hoping something. I can't wait to watch the match either way. I don't care who wins.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
And athletic. I think it'll probably be one of the best matches on the card, honestly. So
yeah.
We'll go with that. Did I get everybody else? I think I did. I'm gonna finish up. Let's go with DJ. Hey man, do you have any favorite WrestleMania moments that you remember? Uh-oh. Hey, Lid.
What's up?
Can't think of WrestleMania moment.
Jess? You got any favorite WrestleMania moments from back in the day?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
What do you got?
Probably, I would say one of my favorites probably be WrestleMania 19. The Rock and Stone Cold going at it for Stone Cold's last match.
That was a good match.
Okay.
To me,
It was a good match.
that whole WrestleMania, man, the WrestleMania 19 was stacked.
That was a good
It was
match.
stacked, Matt. Yep. That would have to be mine.
Jesse, what do you got for favorite WrestleMania moments, man?
Right here, buddy. I know you love Warrior. WrestleMania 6, Warrior Hogan.
That's classic.
That was a good one. That was like before Batman and Superman came together on the silver screen. That was the first time like the crowd was divided. Like, ooh.
Yeah. That's when I officially became like a super fan, was that match. So
WrestleMania, yeah, I'm old school, so like the first 10 WrestleManias is where I'm at. Like any of that stuff, before we had a pay-per-view every month,
Right.
Good times. All
Sounds
right,
like
well,
Magic the Gathering, a new set every month.
Right.
That's WrestleMania 39, night 1 that we already went through.
Surprise returns
for joining us. I hope to make this like an annual thing. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'll probably be around tomorrow to discuss night 2 because there's just too much. There's just too much shit going on.
Anybody want to call it surprise returns?
Hell yeah. Let's see.
Who you got for surprise?
I'm not gonna say CM Punk. I'm not gonna say CM Punk.
No.
The contract ain't up yet. Who do you guys got for the Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes match?
Cody
Rhodes.
Cody.
Is everybody going Cody?
Roman.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
All right. Well, since Lid was the one that was different, who do you think is going to be the one to end Roman Reigns' streak when it does happen?
Ooh, man.
It's got to happen eventually.
Eventually, I'm going to say Seth freaking Rollins, man. They're going to give him another push. I think they're going to give him another push.
All right.
Against Cody.
Fair. That'd be I accept all those opinions because you never know with wrestling.
Yep.
One final thing. Everybody's into the sports booking, like football, UFC, all that shit. I heard that they're putting professional wrestling on the docket to do online gambling. What do you guys think of that?
Oh shit.
I don't understand how they can.
Motherfuckers.
I don't see how you can do it because it's predetermined.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless Vince someone throws curveballs,
Yeah.
Even then, you're going to have a handful of people who are going to know what the outcome is. So how are you going to stop them from betting? It's not.
You can't. You
From
can't.
what I heard, they weren't even going to tell the performers what the ends of the matches were. Like, let's say Logan Paul and Seth Rollins on TV right now. Like, they wouldn't. Rollins and Paul wouldn't even know the winner of that match until
they walk
the
out.
Actual event.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
And I don't see
exactly.
how
Somebody's got to know before.
Yeah. Interesting concept.
Well, apparently, yeah, that's what I said. Interesting concept, but I can't see myself spending money on that. Not at all.
Absolutely not.
I think that's about it, guys. Unless you guys got anything else, any other predictions for tonight, I'm gonna call it. Kids are screaming for some food. We gotta get this show started. So
one other thing, I think
I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up.
The Edge Baylor match.
He thinks Christian's going to show Edge Baylor.
I did hear that Christian Cage was given the green light by Tony Khan to show up for the.
That's what he was saying. I'll pop big if Christian comes out. Like I was a huge Brood fan, so that
nice.
That would be nice. But that's what do you guys think about 2 nights for WrestleMania? Do you think it's necessary?
That's way too much.
Way too much. Yeah, especially
actually, I enjoy it. I'd rather do the 2 nights and then one long ass fucking night.
I think you could just with what's booked, like there's probably maybe 4 or 5 matches that I'm looking forward to. Like just have 5 good matches on one night. Like you don't need, and I know they're trying to give everybody a payday, but
right.
I like the 2-day because those 8-hour
extravaganzas
they used to.
That is pretty wild. I remember one of the first times my dad brought home tape pay-per-view. I think it was WrestleMania 4. It was in 2 tapes because it was so long.
Damn.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know how long I'm going to sit online and watch. So we'll see.
Right.
Anyway, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Liz,
see you tomorrow, man.
Steve, Keith, Jesse. I appreciate you guys popping on and
Yeah,
giving
thanks for inviting us,
your
man.
input. Absolutely. I plan to make this an annual thing because you guys are some of the few people I actually know that actually watch this stuff. And I appreciate you. Yeah, you know, kind of. It doesn't matter.
Kind of,
We can
sort of,
sit
maybe.
and talk shit. I don't care.
Right.
So with that, man, be excellent to each other, party on dudes, and enjoy WrestleMania 39.
You
Enjoy.
guys too. Take it easy, guys.
guys.
All right.
Peace.
See you.
Peace out,
Enjoy
guys.
it.